everybody. So today it's very exciting. We are doing a tier ranking for the 27 rides and attractions that I participated in when I went to Disneyland after Christmas. Actually went to Anaheim on Christmas Day, and then I was in Disneyland for the 26th and the 29th, and I was in California Adventure on the 28th. So I had so much fun. It was great. It was a little rainy, but it was still really fun. You can not have fun at Disneyland. Here we go. Let's have fun and talk about some rides and let me know where you would rank them. So I have 4 tiers here. I have Wild Ride, Solid Ride, It's Fine, and I'm Old. And the I'm Old is it's a fun ride, but it whips me around a little too much. It makes my back hurt. I'm old. So here we go. And I'm doing them in the order that I wrote them. So we're actually starting in Disneyland, and it is Space Mountain. And I know this is a favorite. People love this ride. It whips me around too much. I don't really like it. I don't know why I wrote it first. I think I was wishful thinking going on there. But yeah, it's not my favorite. I'm old. Okay, then we had Rise of the Resistance, which is the new ride, and it is really incredible. It's really more of almost like a theatrical event rather than just a ride. You're involved for about 25 minutes when you go on Rise of the Resistance, and you get moved from different platforms and different ride vehicles, and you're really immersed in a Star Wars experience. And even if you're not the biggest fan of the newest movies, it's still a really, really unique ride. I've never seen anything like it. You got to try it at least once. So it is a wild ride. Okay, then we have the Haunted Mansion, and I had the Haunted Mansion Christmas Holiday Edition. And of course, I love Nightmare Before Christmas. It's so much fun. So this is a real delight. And I love the Haunted Mansion. And it's nice because even if it looks like there's a long line, it's really not that long because it's the Omnimover. And so it really keeps it going pretty quick. And it's just fun and spooky. And the Holiday Edition, I think, bumps it up a bit. And so it's a wild ride for me. It's one of my favorites. Okay, then we have the Pirates of the Caribbean. And this is a really fun ride. You've got all your scoundrels of the Caribbean, and you've got some of the peaks of the newer movies. And it's just a classic boat ride. Really fun. I'm going to say it is a solid ride. Great animatronics on Pirates of the Caribbean, and such fun music. I enjoy it. Then we have the Jungle Cruise. And this is kind of dependent on who your skipper is, but usually they're pretty funny and pretty good. This one, it said only 10-minute line, and it ended up being way longer. I don't know. It was at least 45 minutes. And so that was kind of a bummer. So I'm going to have it as it's fine. I do enjoy it though. Okay, then we have the Enchanted Tiki Room, and you gotta love those birds, and it brings you back to Walt, and it's one that he actually created, and it was his first animatronics. So it's really fun that way. And you can get a Dole Whip, and it's delicious. And so I'm gonna say it's fine. It is pretty cheesy and it has some stereotypes, but I still really enjoy it. Okay. Then we have Peter Pan's Flight, and I'm also going to put this one as it's fine because it is such a long wait for a very short ride. It's like 90 seconds. They should have a lightning lane for it. I wish they did, because you wait a long time for just a very short ride. That's the main downside to Peter Pan's Flight. And I'm not like the biggest Peter Pan fan in the world. So it's fine, but it is lovely, and it is fun to be flying over London. So it's a good ride. Okay, then we have Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. And in this one, you actually go to hell, which is pretty crazy and fun. It's a great dark ride. I really enjoy it. And it is actually, I'm going to give it a wild ride because it's Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. Okay, then we have Snow White's Scary Adventures. This has just got a new overlay to it, a new renovation. And I can't really remember what the old one was because it's been so long, but this was really nice. They did a good job. I love Snow White. So I'm going to say solid ride. Okay, then we have Dumbo, and this was the last ride on my first day. So I really did do quite a bit for one day. And it is a long wait for Dumbo Disneyland. You wait a long time, but it's so iconic. You have to ride it at least once. Nevertheless, I'm going to say it's fine. Okay, then we have day two, which it was actually my third day at the park, but it's my second day at Disneyland. So we had It's a Small World. I love the Mary Blair artwork, and it's a nice long ride, so you can relax. And I'm gonna say, and this had the holiday overlay, which was really fun too. I enjoyed that, so I'm gonna say solid ride. All right, then we have Alice in Wonderland ride, and they did such a good job when they renovated this ride. It is, I think, probably one of the more underrated rides in Disneyland. It's so much fun. I really enjoy it. I'm going to give it a solid ride. Okay, then we have the teacups, and it does make me a little bit sick, but another one that is just iconic. You got to ride the teacups, but I'm still going to say I'm old. Because all that spinning. Okay, then we have Indiana Jones. And this is a pretty fun ride. It does whip me around a lot. And so I don't love it for that reason, but it's still fun. You got to challenge yourself on a few rides. And with the lightning lane, you can get in pretty quickly. Still have a wait, but not as bad as it once was. But I'm going to still put it in I'm old. Okay, then we have the Winnie the Pooh ride. This is a really cute dark ride. It usually doesn't have that long of a line. And so it's a fun one. I'm going to say solid ride. Okay, then we have Splash Mountain. And Splash Mountain is probably my favorite of the mountains, the big mountains, because it doesn't whip you around a lot. It does have a drop, which drops aren't my favorite, but it's only one. And so that makes it kind of fun. I don't really love Song of the South, but as a ride, it's pretty long and pretty fun. And if you go single rider line, you don't have to wait hardly at all. So I'm going to say the end of solid ride. Okay, then we have Smugglers Run. And this is a pretty fun ride. I have never been able to be the pilot because I'm always by myself. So that's a little bit of a bummer. I've always been the engineer, or I can't remember the other spot, what it's called. So that's kind of a bummer. I think it's not as fun. And since I was going by myself, I've never gotten the chance to be with friends or do it that way. I'm going to say it's fine. It is fun to be in the Millennium Falcon for sure, but it's a long wait for if you don't get that. I've never had that pilot spot. I wish that I could. Okay, now we are in California Adventure. We have the Monsters Inc. ride, and I think that this is another dark ride. That's fine. It's fun. You can see where they got rid of Superstar Limo, which is kind of funny. But yeah, it's a solid dark ride. And then we have Radiator Springs Racers, which I had never done before. And I did to the lightning lane for it. And I would say it's a wild ride. It's really fun. I enjoyed it. You go really fast, and that's fun in those cars. And that's fun in those cars. So then we have Ariel, the Little Mermaid ride. And I think this one is very underrated. Of course, I love the Little Mermaid, but it's another Omni mover. So it goes really fast. The animatronics are really well done. And it's a good one, I think. I think it is a wild ride. Okay, then we have Soarin' over the world. And this replaced Soarin' over California, which I think was better, but it's still a really fun ride. And you feel like you're flying, which is a fun experience. So I'm going to say solid ride. Okay, then we have the Spiderman Web Slingers. And this was more fun than I was expecting because I'm not a video game person, but having to be connected to your arm was pretty cool. And I think I did well enough. I mean, it was one that I did the lightning lane for or I think maybe if I'd waited super long, that wouldn't be as fun, but I am going to put it in Wild Ride. I enjoyed it more than I expected, honestly. Okay, then we have the Animation Academy, and you can see I was able to draw Groot, baby Groot, which was really fun because I have no artistic ability, so that was fun. But I'm still going to say it's fine. It's a nice break, nice way to relax and be part of sort of the Disney experience. Okay, then we have Mickey's Philharmonic. And I think I would like this better if it wasn't in 3D, to be honest, because I really like that all those 2D animation, and putting it in 3D doesn't make it look as good. But it's fun if you want to break. I'm going to put it in. It's fine. Okay, then we have Jesse's Carousel, Critter Carousel. And this is another, it's fine. It's really, cute. And you got to go on at least one carousel when you're in Disneyland. So it's fine. Okay, then we had the Incredi Coaster, and I was shocked how fun the Incredi Coaster was. Because again, I don't like getting whipped around. So I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this one. But they put the harness over you, and that keeps you from getting whipped around. And it was really, really fun. I was shocked how much I liked it. So it is Wild Ride. And last is Grizzly Run. It was the last. It was pretty cold, so that's why nobody was on there, which made it more fun. And I think it's a fun ride, especially if it is warm. Then it feels good to get wet. So I'm going to put it on. I'm going to put it on the high side of it's fine. Okay, so here we go. Let's figure out the ranking. We have the Incredi Coaster at number 1. We have Rise of the Resistance at number 2. We have the Haunted Mansion Holiday at 3. We have Radiator Springs Racers at 4. The Little Mermaid at 5. Actually, I'm going to put Mr. Toad's Wild Ride at 5. Little Mermaid at 6. And Web Slingers at 7. And then we have, let's see, Solid Ride. We have, I'm going to put, we have Alice, Soarin' Over the World. I'm going to put Pirates. It's a Small World Holiday. Splash Mountain, Winnie the Pooh, Snow White's Scary Adventures. And then let's see, it's fine. Probably going to put, let's see here. Okay, I'm going to put Smugglers. Actually, I'm going to put Grizzly Run, Animation Academy, Smugglers Run. No, actually, I'm going to put Jungle Cruise, Smugglers Run, Peter Pan's Flight, Dumbo, Monsters Inc., Enchanted Tiki Room, Jesse's Carousel, Mickey's Philharmonic, and then in I'm Old, we have Indiana Jones, the Teacups, and Small World. So there we go. We did it. Please let me know what you think of my ranking. I really want to hear what you have to say and what you think of all these rides and what are some of your favorites. I would love to know in the comment section. And thanks so much. And if you want to hear more about my Disneyland trip, I had some good food. I did a day break. We went to the ocean. If you want to hear about any of that, let me know. And I would love to do a few more of these videos. So thanks so much. Please like this video. Please subscribe to my channel and check out all my Disney content. I have tons. We've reviewed every single Disney canon film multiple times, have a ton of Disney content. And please check out the Patreon, the merch store. Really appreciate it. And thanks so much, everybody. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.